Dungarees.
What's a pair of dungarees? What are you talking about?
I'm wondering what it is.
We're live, and I want to know what a pair of dungarees is.
People tell Sarah what a pair.
Wait, isn't it like shorts that are longer than they're like in between shorts and pants? No? What are dungarees, you guys?
I would tell you, but I want to see if anyone else knows.
Okay, we're having a conversation.
All right, there's one person on there.
Yeah, some people have just joined us, so,
yeah. So
no one heard our first conversation.
We were going to talk about Mulan, but now we're going to talk about dungarees. Dungarees versus Levi's. Weigh in.
What? Dungarees versus Levi's.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Hey, John Zancanaro. All right, John, what do you want? Dungarees or Levi's? Weigh in.
Aren't dungarees like long shorts?
No, those are just a faux pas. That's what they're called.
What, dungarees?
No.
Long shorts.
Those long shorts that go down to your ankles.
Oh.
Hey.
Hi, Kelly. Are they jeans? Wait. Is this correct?
Dungarees are like the knockoff Levi's.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
they're like,
wow.
Like you would get them at like Sears.
Oh, okay.
Because they were extremely coarse. It would take you at least 5 years to break them in. I'm still breaking in a pair from 1974.
Oh, okay.
That's been longer than 5 years.
I see.
Yeah, the parents would get these for boys because they
grow out so fast.
And they're extremely tough. They're very. It's a strong material.
So, because boys, they knock around.
Yeah, you're not gonna buy them a pair of Levi's. They would destroy them. So get them a knockoff brand. Let them screw those up. Yeah, these used to work at Target. That's right, Kelly. Yeah, these were big in the 70s.
Kelly knows what they are.
And did they have them
dungarees? Okay.
Did they have them at Target in the 80s?
Yeah.
When Kelly worked, it must have been like the 90s or the 2000s.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay.
They were. I used to hate them because I don't like stuff that scratches your skin.
Oh yeah, you're very sensitive.
Yeah, and these things, it's like walking in Stormtrooper armor. It's like that rigid.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were like $5 a pair.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're a mom or dad and you got like 2, 3 to 5 kids, you're gonna buy those kids some dungarees and hand-me-downs. Oh yeah. Yeah, they last a lifetime.
All right, well,
hand down to generations.
I think we should talk about Mulan now.
I'm out of that right now. I don't want to talk about that.
We spread it around on social media that we're going to talk about Mulan on Disney Plus.
Change the posts because I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Oh, so Lori likes your haircutting job.
Well, thank you very much.
We cut each other's hair.
Yes, she got this done at Shea Richard.
Yesterday, right? Was that yesterday? I don't know anymore. But yeah, it was too long, man. In the summer, I need shorter hair. So
hey, Kevin Ross.
This is what I can deal with.
So Sarah gave me a pair of scissors and said go to work.
Yeah. All right. And I now I can it's short enough where it looks good just down with my cute little headband. So I'm down with that. All right. Yes, John. We were not expecting this conversation either.
No.
But we are going to talk Mulan.
What you're going to expect here.
Because this news dropped about Mulan right after we had recorded. So, of course,
guess what we're going to do? We're going to pick it up.
Yes.
The news dropped. We're going to pick it up.
With some ADR.
Yeah, so right after we stopped recording, that's when all the tweets came in that Mulan is going to go to Disney Plus. Oh, yep. Shocker. Shocker.
All right, so let's do it. I'm going to hit record. Okay. And let's see.
We thought, hey, let's do some ADR, and we can do this as a live thing for everyone to weigh in because I'm sure everyone's got their own opinions,
own thoughts about Mulan on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put this right in the middle of our things we want to share, in between the who's its and what's its, and then also the next.
The Force Fest.
The Force Fest. So this will be in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, so news broke on Wednesday, August 5th, that Disney's live-action Mulan will be available on Disney Plus starting September 4th. Woohoo! However, it will not just appear on the streaming service. It will be offered on a premium access. It will be offered on a premier access basis in the US for the price of $29.99.
Take my money. Take it right now.
No, hold on. Let's tell the news, and then we'll tell our opinions.
All right.
So the price will vary slightly. From country to country around the globe. Now, Bob Chapek made this announcement at the very end of Disney's Q3 earnings call. And just to make this clear, and it was kind of not very clear at the call, but this is not a one-time rental charge. This is not exactly video on demand. A Disney Plus rep confirmed the next morning that $29.99 price tag actually unlocks Mulan for however long you are subscribed to Disney Plus. So it's kind of like, I mean, if you think you're going to be subscribed to Disney Plus for a long time, years and years, then you've pretty much essentially bought the film.
And this was coming. This
Yes.
was coming. We all knew that. But it's funny that he mentioned this at the end of his phone call.
Yes, he
It's
did.
Like, oh, guys, before you hang up, Mulan's coming to Disney Plus. Bye.
Yeah.
See you next quarter. Bye.
But the pricing, insider whatever trading went up apparently after that announcement.
What does that mean?
That means that the stock went up a little bit.
Oh.
It went up a little bit, Disney stock, like after hours trading is what I read. I don't know what that means, but that's what I read.
Well, that's good because people know that fans will get into this. They'll want to buy this. So yeah, if you see the Disney stock going up, you're going to be very, very happy because of that.
Right. Okay.
So if you know that fans are going to be buying something, you want to jump in on this, and that's when stock goes up. Like when a new movie comes out, the stock goes up for Disney or any studio that has got a big tentpole movie.
Right. Okay, so let's go over our thoughts on this because I know we had put this out to our Facebook group, but let's go over our thoughts first.
All right. Before we do that, Lori Lazat is asking on Facebook.
Okay.
Are they going to release it on Disney Plus without the fee later on? Probably. Most likely.
Right, and we don't know. There's no confirmation of that. I think Disney is kind of not saying that. So depending on how long the pandemic lasts, I feel like they wouldn't really release it on regular Disney Plus until people can go back to the theater.
So this is my prediction.
Okay.
They're going to release it on Disney Plus for the extra $29.99. They're going to wait a while, and they're going to release it in the theaters when this pandemic is over at some point, because people will want to see this movie on the big screen. Mm-hmm. So they will release it, and the fans will want to see this on the big screen, and then at that point, they're going to release it on Disney Plus for free.
Right. Oh, and Kevin Ross makes a good point about Disney Plus subscribers. The numbers have surpassed 60 million subscribers on Disney Plus in 9 months, which that was also why the stock went up for Disney. Mm-hmm. And just to put that in perspective, Netflix took 8 years to reach that number of subscribers.
So whenever a new movie comes out by Disney, a big hit like a Star Wars or a Marvel, our friend Dave Scale always says, "Hey, guess how much money I made in the stock market today?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the time to buy in at Disney was when the parks were closing. Mm-hmm. That was when the stock hit rock bottom. That's when you should have jumped in. That's when we should have jumped in, but we didn't.
Right.
So yeah, little trading advice there.
Okay, so Richard, what are your thoughts on Mulan for $29.99?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Now we're gonna vote with our dollars. Here you go. Take our money, and I hope all the films that are being delayed because of the pandemic will go to a streaming platform. And I've ranted in the past, as everyone will attest, I've ranted in the past that I do not like going to the movies anymore. People just don't know how to behave in public anymore. So therefore, I'm done with going to the movies. And there's such a sense of entitlement people have, and it carries over and affects other people in public places. How many times have we had to tell people, put your phone down, take your feet off the back of my chair?
I've almost come to blows with people because of
we've
this.
come to screaming. We come to screaming matches because people don't know how to behave. And I think it was when we saw Logan that one time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's when I thought, okay, I'm done going to the movies.
We went to our nice movie theater and we were watching Logan, which is a very heavy film. This
is the X-Men Wolverine spinoff, if you don't know.
It's a very heavy film. Patrick Stewart's in it. And Wolverine, and it's like the wrap up of their stories. There's some heavy scenes, and during these heavy scenes, I won't, spoilers, but during these heavy scenes, like these guys were talking, and like it totally ruined the movie for me. I had to get up. We had to get up and move to a different spot in the theater because these guys were just disrupting during one of these very important scenes.
And this is where the entitlement comes in, because you would say, "Shh, can you keep it down?" They're like, "What? What? We're just talking over here." Yes, exactly. You're just talking over there. It's at a movie. You're not in your living room. Quiet it down. We haven't been to a movie outside of a media screening that we've had a good experience, and I don't know how long.
And even now, the media screening. Remember our Lion King screening?
Yes, that is Solo. Yes, I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole that deep.
All right, yeah, let's not. Let's stick it with the Mulan.
It got to the point where in Long Beach at the town center, got to the point where when they saw us coming to the customer service desk, they would just know what we were going to say and just hand us tickets, hand us popcorn coupons, hand us stock in Edwards Cinema, because they knew we'd come to them time and time again to say, "Hey, how come no one is monitoring these theaters?" And they would say, "Oh, it costs too much to have an usher in every one of these theaters for every movie." Well, let's do the math there. You're gonna pay these kids maybe $20 for the 2 hours, but you're gonna lose maybe $30 because we're never coming back again. So according to that math, it would behoove you and keep your theaters open a little bit longer if you had someone in there monitoring. But you can't tell these young kids who aren't trained to know how to handle people who are being disruptive. You're not going to get a 16-year-old kid saying to someone, "Put away their cell phone."
Right. They just don't have that. Yeah.
And
they don't have that yet.
No, they're not trained for it. So I don't blame the kids, these ushers. Not like at the Alamo Draft House, where these are people in their 20s and 30s and 40s who know how to say, "Hey, you know what? You put that cell phone on, you're out. You're gone."
Right. Plus, it's part of the DNA of the Alamo Draft House itself. Like they say online, they say everywhere, no phones or you're out. So like the people who run that place now feel like they are covered by the theater chain, which is,
But with the Alamo Draft House, how many of those are there compared to like the Edwards and the AMCs?
Right. And even that, like when you're getting food in the middle of the theater, that's a little disruptive, honestly. Like
at the Alamo Draft House? Yeah, it is.
Like, but
you know what you're getting into.
Yes, absolutely.
When you go there.
Yeah.
Just like maybe you should know what you're getting into by going to the movies, but if that's the case, I'm out. I don't want to have to be the iPhone police squad having to tell people, and we've had to get up, go down to a couple of rows and say, "Can you please turn that off?" I mean, we started the "What's the Matter with You" Facebook page. Why, Sarah? Why did we start that page?
Because someone had their feet up.
Someone took their shoes off and put their feet up on the seat in front of them.
In the movie theater.
Why? This guy was like 40 years old. Why would you do that? So go to our Facebook page. Go to the "What's the Matter with You" Facebook page, and you will see that picture.
All right. Should we get back to Mulan, though?
Yes. Okay. So that is why, for me personally, I don't like going to the movies anymore, because I don't want to be stressed out going, okay, who's going to be disruptive next?
So no matter what movie it would be, Mulan or otherwise, you would support video on demand.
Now, this is just me talking. I hate going to the movies.
Okay.
And some people online were saying, no, the movie experience is a fantastic experience for you. For you. I'm saying for me.
Right.
I don't want to go to the movies anymore.
Well, and then let's see some of the Skywalker comments weighing in on this.
Okay.
We have John saying he's split because he loves the theaters with quality video and audio experiences, but there is simplicity to watching it at home. Yes, definitely. Yes. And now Lori brings up a good point here. She loves going to the movies and miss she misses the energy, especially opening for Star Wars and Avengers.
Now, that's a whole different case, because if you're seeing a Star Wars or a Marvel film on the opening weekend, everyone else in the audience is on the same page as you, and they're not going to be taking out their iPhones, making pizza reservations, talking to the babysitters, doing whatever else they do, or crinkling that wrapping, the cellophane wrapper on candy. How many times during a very emotional scene you have someone opening up a pack of Twizzlers behind you?
Oh, yeah.
And it takes them 45 minutes to do that.
Oh, but now Kelly brings up the other thing. She gets distracted at home. So that,
but that's on you.
Well,
if you're at the theater, it's everyone else is distracting you, but maybe you gotta turn off your phones.
Right.
And Kelly, you're right. We get distracted while watching a movie too, because the phones keep going off. But then, turn off the phone.
Right. Okay. Well,
so Kelly, I understand. So, what do you do then?
Okay. So, should I share my thoughts, and then we'll get into some more Skywalker comments here?
All right, but I want to rant some more.
Okay.
No. You go on.
Okay. So, for this news about Mulan being released on Disney Plus for $29.99, honestly, I'm happy to support this film. Even though Mulan is not among my favorite Renaissance Disney films, I think it will translate well to live action. So because of that, I'm willing to support Mulan. I think it's great that, we have this film. And I think it will be different than other, how Disney has done the live action remakes. Lion King was like exactly the same. But Aladdin was fun because that was different. And I think this one will be different enough. Now, I think the secret to success of having this on demand at your house and paying is to kind of replicate the theater experience. And part of the fun of having a movie to go to, like opening night, is that anticipation, right? That's like the funnest part of the film for us. And so I think the experience will be what you make of it. I think we should make a movie night of it. Maybe even kind of a watch party type tweeting event. And also, I say that we mark September 4th on the calendar and do a double feature. You watch the regular Mulan and then the live action Mulan. You have themed snacks and drinks. We can even dress up and take pictures and share on social media, and it will be our Mulan premiere. And I think that would be totally fun.
Oh, yes, of course.
If you make it an experience like that, I think that would be great. Plus, I mean, we have a nice theater setup, so it also kind of depends on your setup too. We have a nice big screen TV. I'm cool with watching it there and voting with our dollars. And honestly, bring on Black Widow, Jungle Cruise. I wish Wonder Woman 84 would be released because there's all this merchandise out right now, and I just want to see this film. So
don't worry, you're gonna see this film sooner than you think.
I would watch the bleep out of Wonder Woman 84. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Lori Lozat just pointed out something that Bill and Ted Face the Music will be also streaming in September, the beginning of September. We're gonna see this film.
Okay.
Yes. We're in a pandemic. There's nothing we can do about that.
Right.
So let's see some of these movies. They're going to be released in theaters, I believe. So you'll get a chance to see them then. So let's just make the best use out of what we can. And let's just watch these movies.
Right. All right. So I think we should now at this point, let's talk about what Skywalkers feel here. We have some comments right here on our live.
All right, now Patricia Vettori, she and I went back and forth last night on Facebook about this, and we both had very, very good points. We just have different ways of seeing it. For me, it's the annoyance of the theaters, but as she says here, I guess I have nostalgic ideas of the movies, and I worry streaming would cause theaters to die out. I've got great nostalgic memories of going to the movies. I loved it, but over time, things and people just change.
Right.
And unfortunately, because of the entitlement, people stop going to the movies. It's not just me. I talked to a lot of people about this, and a lot of people do say we don't go to the movies anymore. And usually the 20-something crowd, they don't really see all the little pinpricks of iPhone lights, and they're talking. That's just the norm
white
for them.
noise to them.
Whereas to like me and Patricia and some of you, when we went to the movies as kids, people respected each other, and you didn't talk, and you bring out this big giant cell phone to use.
Yeah.
You respected the night out. It was an experience.
And the only thing I had to worry about being short was if someone tall sat in front of me in the normal seats, because we didn't have like the whole stadium seating. Yeah, until I was like 16.
Yeah.
So Patricia also says she probably won't pay to see Mulan. Can't afford to pay $30 a pop. But next one might be Black Widow, and if I splurge, it'll be on that one. I'll have to pick and choose, I guess, but mostly I think I'm out. And that totally, totally understand. And probably if I had to pick, I'd pick Black Widow as well.
So it looks like Patricia will be seeing Black Widow.
Yes.
Since Not Scary Farm just canceled their Halloween event.
Not Scary Farm.
So now that theme parks are canceling their Halloween events, Black Widow ain't coming out November 6th anymore.
Yeah.
They're just gonna put it out on streaming.
All right.
That's just the way it is.
Right. So let's read. We posted, or I think Matt Clifton posted in our Facebook group, this article about Mulan on Disney Plus, and it has like 125 comments and climbing. So we wanted to read a few here. So Justin Berger says, "This is more or less an experiment." Yes.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? What do you think?
Trolls World Tour, whatever that last Trolls.
Oh yeah.
Did $95 million.
Right, but what I'm saying is Disney Plus, by making Mulan so much more expensive than Trolls was.
Paying for. Okay,
yes.
I got them. Whole streaming thing. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I think because this is a little different even than that. This is, you have to have Disney Plus first before you can even think to download Mulan. So people who don't have Disney Plus will have to pay that $6.99 plus the $30. So yeah. Okay. So
Garrett, and that's why I'm gonna vote with my dollar. So they're gonna put more films. Disney saved how many millions and tens of millions of dollars by releasing Artemis Fowl on Disney Plus. If they had released that in the theaters, that would have been a huge disaster. The movie was horrible. It would have done horribly bad. Would have gotten really bad reviews, and they would have lost tens of millions of dollars. It can cost $100 million at the low end to advertise for a film of that size. They were plugging at D23 Expo Artemis Fowl.
Yeah, they were.
So they were going to put no less than $100 million to the advertising. Look at all the money they just saved by putting it on Disney Plus and then saying, "Here you go. What's next?"
Right. So yeah, Kelly agrees it's an experiment, and John says the experiment really, if it does not make enough money for Disney, Mulan, then they will just hold all the movies off until the world is normal. All right, so...
Or they would just put them on Disney Plus for free, but they're not going to put the big tentpole films.
No, they won't. Yeah, like Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, but people, they want to see, they were looking forward to seeing Mulan. They're sick and tired of watching the same shows over and over again. As much fun as it is watching The Office, this is our fourth go-around. It's time for something new, and Mulan is something new.
Indeed. All right, so let's read some more comments from our Facebook post here. Let's see.
So Garrett Sessions says, it would have cost us at least $30 to see it at our local theater. Yeah, if you're going with more than one person, you're parking, you're saving money right there. Plus, you got to go out to the theater. Ugh, going out.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right, so Scott Hume says, considering Disney is losing billions of dollars this year due to the pandemic, and considering the fact that it would cost my family at least $100 for tickets and snacks to see it theatrically, $30 to watch at home feels like a bargain. So yeah, it does depend too on your family size as well. And okay, I have to bring up Martin Keeler's comment here. The main reason for us having 2 kids is so that we get better value from the Mulan rental.
Wow, Martin really thinks ahead.
He does. I think that was so funny. And Stephen Henman makes a really good point. Kind of logically inevitable the way things are going right now to have this on Disney Plus. Better to cut your losses than make the financial hurt even worse. Plus, in such an interconnected fictional universe, each piece of the puzzle kind of has a best before date, which I thought was cute. Like, especially if you're talking about Black Widow, to be interconnected with those Disney Plus shows that are supposed to come out from Marvel.
They pushed all those back. They pushed every one of those back.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, so not much to worry about there right now.
No.
But mark my words, before the end of the year, we're going to see Black Widow on Disney Plus for $34.99.
Right. So I hope, because many of them, like Brian Jonas is waiting until it's on the regular Disney Plus stream to watch, which...
Yeah, if this is not a movie you have to see,
right,
then okay.
Yeah.
Then wait for it. It's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yeah.
Watch The Office again.
Yeah. So now I found this interesting because we put the same post in the Fangirls Going Rogue Facebook group, and there was a group poll there. Will you rent Mulan for $29.99? And when I checked, you had the answers of no, unsure, and yes. And no's actually had it. We had 27 no's. 20 people were unsure whether they would purchase this, and 16 yeses. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I see a lot of unjust comments that Disney's just being greedy.
I did see some of those, yeah.
But Disney's not getting every $29.99 going, woohoo, look what I have, and just jumping into a big pile of $29.99s.
No.
They have stockholders. They have families. All those people within Disney, they all have families to support.
Well, plus they had money put out on this film that they thought they were going to make back in
right.
droves.
And like someone had said earlier, they are losing billions of dollars just from the parks being closed.
Right.
So yeah, just because Disney is this ginormous empire doesn't mean their pockets are forever deep.
I think the revenue was down 92% or something for parks.
There you go.
As of last year at this time. Woo. That's bad. So they had to make it up somehow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? If I can give them my $29.99 so they can keep on producing content, I'm right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
All right, Skywalker. So thanks for weighing in there. That was a big, heavy, hefty discussion. We thought who better to discuss this with than all of you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. All right. Woo. So I think we are going to sign off because we have some ADR to finish and the show to put out. So it's out tomorrow for you guys.
One more comment by John Zancanaro. If a Star Wars movie was coming out this way, would you be less accepting of this release?
Whoa.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do.
You'd probably buy it though, right?
Of course I would, yeah.
We'd buy it just so we're on the front lines of we don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, well, that and because I've been a Star Wars fan for 43 years. Yes, I would buy into that, knowing that at some point I will see it on the big screen.
There you go.
All right.
Nice question, John. All right, guys. So we're going to say goodbye, and hopefully you'll hear our whole episode.
Patricia says execs taking a large pay cut. A lot of execs are getting fired. Are getting are losing their jobs.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, we're going to head out. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us. We love all your comments. Thank you so much for sharing your opinions. All right, y'all. Good night.
Okay, wait, before we go out, do we like having these fun discussions on these news topics? I do. Oh yeah. I can see this happening. I think it's great. More and more. It's fun to talk to the Skywalkers. It is. We like it. All right, that was it. So we'll see everyone tomorrow night for the pop culture trivia. Yeah. I better put out that post. Okay. Pop culture trivia. Bye, guys. Oh, that's not good. What part? All right.